What is up, everybody? Tony 2.0 here, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about YouTube. I've had a few people ask me, hey, how did you get started? How did you get going? How did you get to where you are now as far as your views and your subscribers? I am not saying that I am successful at this by any means, because I'm not. But I got a pretty good head start, and things look great, and it's encouraging. I see all the time on Twitter and in the comments section, people are having issues with growing their channels and getting people to watch. So I want to give you guys kind of just the tips that I can. Help all of the smaller guys to the best of my ability. Let's get started. First and foremost, YouTube takes work. It is an immense amount of time investment as well as some money from you. To get the proper equipment to do this right, you're probably looking at about $800. Honestly, between the software that you need, the capture card, the computer, you're looking at that $800 to $1,000 range. Now, if your parents buy you that stuff, that's great, but for someone like me, it takes working up to. If you're not willing to put in the work on a daily basis, being involved with your subscribers, being active on Twitter, getting your name out there, you're never going to grow. It's never going to work for you. You can go ahead and just shut your channel down because it's not easy by any means. The worst part about it is, especially in the beginning, it's pretty much thankless. Maybe you have a sub or two who send you a nice message, but for the most part, your videos are overlooked. I have put out 5 to 7 videos a week since I started this. Some of those have 5 views, some of them have 3,000 views. It is a hard thing to determine what is going to make it popular on YouTube or get a lot of views, and to what's going to be a flop. Not everything is going to be a home run, and you have to be able to ride that roller coaster. Going on to the next part, 2. This takes luck. It's something that can't be taught, and it's something that can't be given. For me, I was lucky enough to have some really good friends that were already immersed into the YouTube game to hold my hand and walk me through the growing pains. Teach me how to develop a video, render, edit, record, do a podcast. That's stuff that is an intangible. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I mean, what else can we say about it? Number 3, envy. As you grow and as you find friends and peer groups in YouTube, you're going to get jealous. Someone's going to grow faster than you, or you're going to think their content's not up to par. It's just a natural order. What you have to remember is, do you focus on your channel, do the things that make you happy. I always look at it this way. If there's something out there that you like, there's always something out there that there's always someone else out there that likes it. Your job is to find that person. That goes into number 4. Play what you want to play. It doesn't have to be Call of Duty. Most of us guys that are successful or have the most views based on our Call of Duty videos, we don't really like that. We like to play other games. It's important to play what you want and be happy with what you're playing. If you are depressed or sad about what you're doing and you're just mailing it in, your audience can tell, and they will not stick with you for it. They're not going to finish watching the video. If you come on and say, oh, I got another 50 kill game here, kill confirmed, they're not going to. You need to be energetic and active about what you're doing. Number 5, don't do this for money, because there's not a lot in it, especially in the beginning. You're not going to get in, and your first video is not going to get you 10 grand. That's just not how it works. You're looking at cents and dollars at some point. This is not the job to get into. On the outside looking in, it looks like a fantastic job. Play video games, make money, get bitches, right? Doesn't work like that, and the amount of effort that you have to put in is more than you can understand. Not everyone should have a YouTube channel. Like I said, if you've been struggling, just give it up. Play the games or post and don't worry about the view stuff. Don't get so frustrated about it. Number 6, network. Just like me, I have this core group, this social network that I'm working with, and it's expanding little by little. Work with everyone that you can. Doesn't matter how small or how big they are. Work with them. Get your name out there, hone your skills, especially your commentating skills, because it's kind of tough to do this. Think of topics, come off the cuff, be interactive and be energetic through the whole thing and keep listeners' attention. I try to engage my audience, meaning I try to get you guys to think, whether you're listening to what I'm saying or just thinking about different points that I make. This is something that's difficult to do, but it's trial and error. You learn what works and you kind of stick with it. Remember, as you grow, no one is ever too small to work with. Remember what it took for you to get to where you are. It doesn't matter if it's 1 sub or 1,000 subs or 1,000,000 subs. No one is ever too big or too small to work with. Never forget that, guys. Big YouTubers. They are not the norm. Those guys are the upper echelon. Wings of Redemption, Woody's Gamertag, FPS Russia. Literally. Those are 1 in 1,000,000 shots. You're not going to make it there. It is highly unlikely. Do what you can do to try to get to that level. There's no problem in having that ultimate goal, but believe me that it's not going to happen. That's like when you grow up in school and they say, oh, you can be anything you want. No, bro, you're not going to be the president. It's just not going to happen. Set attainable goals for yourself. That leads into number 7. Make sure that you have goals, but make sure that those goals aren't too far off. For me, I set myself tiny little goals so it feels like such a sense of accomplishment as I hit them. One thing, going back to the big YouTubers, they don't care about your video. Most of them do not work with smaller channels. They're out for number 1. Send them a message. If it's something that you really think will speak to that commentator, send them one message on YouTube and leave them alone. Same thing goes to even the smaller guys. One message. If they're going to watch it, they're going to watch it. If not, stop pressing the issue. I had to learn that the hard way. In the beginning, I sent out quite a few messages. Never really panned out for me. Do it one time, leave it at that. You're going to end up spamming them. It just happens. You want people to see this. You want people to get excited about it. Most of the time, your video is just not that good. You think it's great. It's not that good. Again, something that I've experienced myself. But it's going to happen. Just realize nothing is going to be a home run every time. Most of the time what you're going to find out is the lowest effort videos you do get the most views, and the highest effort stuff nobody watches. It's so weird. Number 9, be patient. This success, this growth does not happen overnight. Yes, there are some people that grow at an immense rate. That is not the norm. You're not going to do that. Be prepared for the slow days. Be prepared for the days when nobody subs to your channel. Nobody watches your video. Your subscriber count goes down. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Just work through it. Again, what you have to remember is you're doing this for you. You're playing games. You should be doing it for the fun of it. Once money gets thrown into anything, complicates matters beyond belief. If you're having fun with it, normally people can tell that and they'll come over to your channel. Number 10, the last one and the most important advice that I can give you guys is you have to have your own voice. YouTube is a cesspool of garbage. There is 1,000,001 terrible channels for every good channel. There is so many people out there creating such terrible content that if you even start to think about it, it's like, oh my God, why would you even try? Have your own voice. Pick something that you want to work on. Pick something that's important to you. Find that niche and go for it. Stick with it. Don't be afraid if the first time you try something new, a new Let's Play, it doesn't get any views. Put it up anyways. When you commentate, have your own voice. Don't do the same things that those big guys are doing. Search results don't work like that. So if Woody titles his video best gameplay on YouTube, and then you title your video best game on YouTube part 2, it's not going to work like that. Search results will not help you with that. Play by the rules. Have fun with it. Try to speak to your audience in your own voice. This is what makes it fun for me. Be interactive with your subscribers. If you're interactive with them, it gives them incentive to be interactive with you. Guys, as always, I want to thank you for all of the support that you give me. I hope that this gives you guys a little bit of insight, maybe a little bit of advice that you guys can play with if you make videos. Do me a favor, click that like button if you like this video. If you're new around here, click the subscribe button. I'm going to do a few more of these as things go, but I'm pretty new to this, so this is what I got for you so far. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any other questions, and I'll try to help you the best I can. Alright guys, peace.